Cool.
Sumabit yung ano natin, yung diskarte ko dito.
What are you eating there? What are you eating?
Egg and rice.
Egg and rice.
The most Filipino thing you can eat. Sunny side up.
Nice.
Dapat naka-display to habang nagbabanter tayo outside eh. But nag-fail tayo, man. Or me pala. Alright, so let's start. So, this is TAMBAYCAST. We now have a name. Ewan ko kung tayo yung naunang gumamit nitong TAMBAYCAST. But this podcast is now called TAMBAYCAST nga with Doc Adam, myself, and Nico David. So, yun.
Yeah.
Nico David, Doc Adam, kumusta? Okay, so magandang hapon, YouTube.
He's come dressed as a doctor today, Nico. You gotta be giving us some
health advice. Today. Nah. Yeah. You sound tired, Doc. I'm just worried about you.
I'm a little bit tired, man. Yeah, a little bit.
But we can do an hour of this, of course, with you.
Yeah, it's good to have a chat.
It's really crazy here, man. Which topic should we start on?
Okay.
Well, I think we've got some good COVID stuff.
Very good COVID.
I think it's good to compare. What I quite enjoy doing is like comparing what's happening there to what's happening here, right? Like, because there's craziness here as well, right? There's craziness in both countries. Did the Djokovic thing? Did that become news? There?
The
tennis player.
Yeah.
That was crazy,
The one who did not get who the airport thing. I barely recall.
So basically, I don't know if this interests like Filipino audience or not.
Sure. Go ahead.
Like there's a number one tennis player in the world. It's called Novak Djokovic, and he's like quite into his alternative health beliefs, and he's quite anti-vax, I guess. He didn't want to get vaccinated, and he was like the vocal spokesman for tennis of not wanting to be vaccinated. Anyway, he flew into Melbourne we have a really big tournament in Melbourne here once a year. It's starting Monday. It's like a cool tournament, man. Like everyone goes down, everyone sits on like the hills, and we all watch it. Like it's cool. It's good. It's a good 2 weeks. Anyway, this guy, he flew in and then he got held at the airport because he wasn't vaccinated. He was like, "Oh, I've got an exemption. I can come in because I had COVID." And basically there was this big argument over whether he had an exemption or not, whether he was allowed in. And then they put this tennis player into like a hotel quarantine, I guess. And his family just went crazy. They were like, "He's in detention. He's being interrogated. And it all really kicked off. It went into the courts. Anyway, this has been going on all week. There's been this arguments in and out the courts, and then he got deported. He got deported today or yesterday.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let him in.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he knew that Australia is very strict with these things. Why did he come over to begin with? Did somebody tell him that he has an exemption?
And the big news here, Doc Adam, is people are partying and without quarantining, and it's all good.
No, this guy, he was given an exemption. So there's this medical exemption for vaccinations here that some people can get. If you've had COVID, you're exempt from being vaccinated for 6 months. So he said he had COVID. He said he had COVID around the mid-December time. He said he had COVID.
According to courts, Djokovic. Okay.
But then there were pictures of him outside of his house, like shaking children's hands and going to events the day after he said he had COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So it just wasn't a good look. It wasn't a good look. So obviously exposing people to COVID if he had it. So when he it's complicated, but essentially he got sent home. But it was an interesting story, and the courts. So it was in court for 3 days. Well, it was in court for one morning, but it went over the weekend. So he got the lawyers over the weekend. So it went on for like 3 or 4 days, and the cost of both parties was about 250,000 each. So expensive,
Jesus
right?
Christ.
Just from 3 days, like it's like crazy. It's crazy.
Just for not vaccinating, right? It's crazy.
He's not vaccinated. Not vaccinated. They wouldn't let him in.
Yeah.
God damn. If he vaccinated from the get-go, he wouldn't have this problem. I don't understand this, Doc. Why do you think that people still insist on not vaccinating? As a doctor, Doc Adam, why do you think people are still hesitant or has this belief that they don't want to get vaccinated? What's the main cause? What do you think?
The main cause that I've seen in the clinic is people don't want to be told what to do. They don't like being told what to do by the government.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like that.
Oh,
so it's not so much the science or anything. It's just like, don't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
That's how people feel. They don't want to be told what to do.
So it's just people being irrational then?
Well, not really, because okay, Doc, go ahead.
What's your opinion, man?
Oh, what I'm saying is people like this. So you have to consider. So I'm just guessing his way of thinking because I've followed the MMA news, and there are lots of athletes that share the same opinions, and the thing is, anyway, so these people, they are very fit individuals. They are very healthy. They are young, and for some reason, aside from the what Doc Adam said, they don't want to be told what to do, and they also research, and they see that the virus, kumbaga, chances are hindi sila masyadong maapektuhan, although it would depend. So since they're very fit,
the thing is, you have to push back there. Like the benefits of the vaccine are much higher than the risks associated with it. So like, it makes more sense just to vaccinate.
Yes.
Like there's still a chance, that if Djokovic, were to get COVID, that he could develop severe complications from it.
Yes.
Right?
There's a chance.
And the chance of developing severe complications is higher than the chance of getting complications from having the vaccine.
When you're vaccinated,
So
okay.
It's not, but I do understand that like the guy's an elite athlete and he's very careful about what he puts in his body. But the science, it makes sense to get vaccinated. So just get vaccinated. But everyone's different, I guess. And humans aren't. They're emotional creatures as well, right? So people can come in and you can talk about medication and you can be like, this is the medication to take, and lots of people won't take it. Like they can't. Even if you explain the pros and the cons, they can't. They still have their own opinions about it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, there's a narrative that once you refuse vaccination, parang kumbaga the only reasons would be because you're a nutcase, you're a conspiracy theorist. But I think there are also some rational thoughts na why, kasi some people, we all have different kinds of bodies, diba? And we would react to different things, diba?
But the evidence shows that
exactly.
The vast majority of people, it makes sense to get vaccinated.
Yes.
And even if you personally do not feel that you're going to become sick from COVID, you're still doing your duty to reduce the spread and help in getting herd immunity. So there's a community aspect to getting vaccinated as well, which is so important. You're doing your bit for the community as well. So
and I don't understand this. People put nasty stuff in their body. People smoke. People drink alcohol, which is way nastier than getting vaccinated. So what's the problem then? right? They're saying you're putting poison in your body because it has trace amount of lead, something like this. This narrative from, I remember this influencer once. I think Doc, we've covered this guy before, but I don't want to mention his name. I think you know this guy, the one who was very adamant in not taking the vaccination because he said that it has trace amounts of elements that could be detrimental to his body. Do you remember him, Doc? Yeah. So
I remember the girl. There was a girl like that.
no, the guy, the dancer guy.
Magaling.
You remember him?
Oh yeah.
The utot in the mask. That's so stupid. Yeah. The problem is there is a certain amount of people that would believe in what he said, that the face masks are not good because the utot is in it's like recycling utot in your face, and it's really the evidence shows that vaccines work, and I just don't know why people don't want to get it.
Well, I'm not saying you should not get the vaccine. I am a vaccine advocate. I'm just trying to give light what the thought processes of some people, why they come up with these things.
Ideas.
Yung mga utot kasi na yan, yun yung mga crazy na obviously it's not true kasi iba naman yung track ng utot sa alam mo yun sa hininga, 'di ba? And but then again, I think people are making the mistake that every person who do not want to take the vaccine are people like DJ Lunyo with these irrational things.
Sinabi
like,
mo na.
'di ba? Ganun. Well, ganun naman yung sinabi niya talaga, 'di ba? Naka-video naman.
Yan.
And then also, he's entitled to his opinion. For me kasi, 'di ba? He's entitled to his opinion. Although, wait.
Kilala, here we go. Kilala mo si di ba? Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah.
Neil Tyson deGrasse. The guy, the physics guy.
Yeah.
One of my idol in public speaking. He said that if you have clout or if you have a massive platform that people listen to you, your opinion is a lot heavier when you give public opinions because people might believe you. And the problem is we're working for herd immunity. The more people who resist the vaccine, the slower we get to herd immunity.
Yeah, I
right?
think you do have to be careful about what you're putting out there.
Yes. Well, I agree with that.
There's a lot of influencers in the Philippines who just do not care about what they put out there, and because nobody says anything about it, right? So people put crap content out. All sorts of rubbish, and nobody says anything about it. Because if anyone says anything about it, they say, "Why can't I get sued?"
You get sued, man. Yeah. Let's just be straight up about this.
Well, I mean that as well, but also like not just the litigation side of things. Like people just don't, even if you just don't like to interfere, right? Even if the content's rubbish, like people just don't give their opinions on things, right?
Yeah, it's because wag kang makialam, like
it's a really bad cultural. I think it's a really bad cultural trait. It is a cultural trait. Right?
It is.
Like if you're seeing something that's bad, you should do something about it. Like you should do something, and there's nothing wrong in saying your opinion on something that you feel is bad.
Well, that's the thing. When an influencer, usually like what happened to that guy, diba? People like you came out, and not just you guys, even Rappler, even the mainstream news, parang went out to counter it because this is what I believe. I believe that everybody can freely express anything you want to say.
But you can't. In the Philippines, you can't.
You can't. Yeah. I swear to you, you're talking to the two people who has been in the other end of freedom of speech here. Well, you cannot.
Even and something like.
Well, let me just say this.
Like a lot of the time when I'm giving my opinion, right? Not a lot of the time. It's not just opinion. It's based on science and facts.
Yes, exactly.
And people still have a problem with it.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Parang the bad speech should be countered by better speech. You don't just cut off bad speech.
Yeah,
because-
but in the Philippines, you can't do that.
Yeah,
like you can't
exactly.
do that.
Because here's the thing. I'll give you an example. Doc Adam is always calling out this herbal supplements.
yes.
There is no scientific basis on herbal. No. Let's just back up.
You wanna go there, Doc?
No. That's not. I think that's probably not a good example. I don't think that's a good example.
No,
Okay. How about the slimming tea, the weight loss
Slimming
coffee?
coffee.
I am a testament that all of those crap that people sell online
But
to
no,
lose weight, it's not.
You're just using your own testimony there.
No.
It doesn't work.
No, because it doesn't really work. There's no science behind it. The science of weight loss is just calorie in and calorie out. Basic entropy in physics. And it's calorie deficit and calorie surplus. And you've been calling out people for selling these things that does not work. But people still resist and you get hated for it. Come on. This is why, it's
I think this is the thing. This is what I don't understand about the
All right.
Philippines. Right? But let's say you call something out. You're the bad guy for calling it out. Oh, in my opinion, influencers who are promoting that rubbish, they're the ones who are making exuberant amounts of money from promoting it. They're the bad guys because they're promoting rubbish to their fans and making loads of money from it.
yeah.
They're the ones who are like, if some influencer with 10 million followers goes and promotes you some rubbish supplement or some whatever, they're gonna make so much money from that, and all their fans are gonna follow it. They're the bad guy. They're the bad guy, right? Like they're the ones who are exploiting their fans. Like, and if you look at what happens in the US, if some Logan Paul or whoever endorses some crypto coin or something and tries to
Exactly.
take money from his fans, everyone gets so angry. All the reaction channels come along and they start saying this and that. Oh, he's trying to take money. Everyone gets so angry. Well, in the Philippines, if somebody's endorsing, some crypto coin, which is a scam, nobody says anything. They just let them do it. It's easier to be a scammer in the Philippines than to call it out.
Yeah.
I could sit there. I can tell you now that if I wanted to, I could just go online and endorse some crypto coin, make a fortune, make myself $1 million.
No.
Nobody would say anything and walk away.
Doc. Can you share the vitamin thing? We always talk about the vitamin thing. You remember this conversation we have on the vitamin thing? That's my. You've always
vitamin,
told me. Yeah, the vitamin. Go ahead. Tell the vitamin thing. Tell the vitamin thing.
Oh, okay, so I've got 2 million followers, right? Like,
Yun, congrats.
And probably, a lot of people watch me. Now, if Doc Adam turned up and started promoting some vitamin C or something like that in a COVID pandemic, I would make an unbelievable amount of money. I can tell you now, I'd make an unbelievable amount of money, but I don't because it's ethically wrong. It's ethically wrong because I know that there's limited clinical evidence that vitamin C does much at all. So people get annoyed at me for calling stuff out. Well, the reality is that if I wanted to actually make money, it'd be much easier just to promote the stuff that I'm calling out. I could just go and start selling my own weight loss coffee. Doc Adam weight loss coffee.
Doc, one more story that we always talk about in private. Can you tell us about the sugar story, the promoters of sugar? Can you share that story, or it's too much?
Sugar.
There are some influencers who are in the medical profession that you've called out for selling sugar. Can we tell that story? This is so clippable. Clippable
Selling
clips.
sugar.
Yeah,
Sugar.
remember this. There's this one doctor. I do not want to know his name. You were telling me that they were promoting a brand of breakfast cereal that is so high in sugar. Remember that? That's a nice story. That's a nice story.
But he like there was a doctor who was promoting a sugary breakfast cereal.
People don't understand those cereals are so loaded with sugar. I mean, it's almost like eating sugar in the morning, which is I just wish that
that people would call people out more. Like, you know, if you go into a restaurant in the Philippines and they give you food and it takes 2 hours to come and it's rubbish and it's horrible, go to the counter and say, this is rubbish and it's horrible. But the people don't. They don't do it. Like, you know, I was sat on an aeroplane on some, let's say, budget airline in the Philippines, and the flight was delayed like 4 hours. They weren't even giving us any water. And nobody says anything. Like, we've been delayed 4 hours. Somebody complain. And if you complain, you're like the bad guy.
Look at this white guy complaining.
Yeah, I know. You can't complain. I can remember like, it's quite funny now. Well, not, you know, that I can speak Tagalog, right? Because it's like when you're complaining, it's like an extra level to the complaint. Like, I can remember being at the airport when we were coming back. I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah, I was bringing my spear gun home. I've got like a spear gun, and they let me take the spear gun to the Philippines. But when I tried to take it back, they wouldn't let me. It's like, but
why?
The same company let me take it. Why wouldn't you let me, you know, bring it back, right? And they would try to charge me and all sorts. And then I was complaining in Tagalog, and I can just remember the girl, the air hostess, just looking at my girlfriend like, "What have you created? Like, who is this man?"
When was this, Doc? 2017?
This is in Manila, just before COVID. Like,
2018,
COVID, yeah.
2019.
Would you
Teka.
early 2020, I think.
Ano na yung
What?
sugar? Ano yung sugar na kwento? Parang I missed it.
So, okay, I'll tell it in Tagalog so you can clip it. So ganito,
sige.
kami ni Doc Adam kasi, we always talk in private. And there's this one, someone in the medical realm that was promoting a sugary treat or a sugary breakfast. Now, you have to understand, sugar is bad for you. Sugar in moderation, I'm talking about what, 3 grams of sugar a day or 2 grams of sugar a day, 5 maybe. That's good. But when you're eating a lot of sugar in the morning, that's really bad for you. It you could develop number one, it's addicting. The sugar is very addicting. You get what I'm saying? And
Basically, it was high in sugar. Sugar can cause diabetes. 6 million Filipinos have got diabetes.
yes.
And then you have a doctor who is promoting a sugary snack.
You cannot
It's just
say.
like, it's just unbelievable.
I remember.
Unbelievable.
Exactly. I remember the doctor saying to you, I think in private, was just take it in moderation. How can you? No one has an electronic weighing scale and weighing their food out. They're just gonna like eyeball it. This is enough, but it's a lot of sugar, man. What are they even saying, man?
It was,
Kailan yan?
I can't remember.
Kailan yan? Para ma-timeline na yan natin.
Matagal na to, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
Matagal.
It was a couple of months
It's
ago.
long.
It was a couple of-
Just
I
last
think
year.
It was last year. Yeah. I think it's last year. But the thing
It was
is,
when
doctors,
yeah.
look, man, Doc Adam is popular in Facebook and in YouTube, right? So this doctor is I think TikTok is the platform. Am I correct with that saying? In saying that?
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
The thing
Babae ba
is,
yan?
like,
Babae ba yan?
It's hard to give him a hard time. Like, I know he's bad, right? But man, I've seen some bad things promoted.
Yeah,
He's
but
much worse than that, right?
I know,
know,
but the
but-
thing is, he's a doctor. He should know about sugar. I mean, it's a lot of sugar. If you can avoid sugar altogether in your life, you would, you know. I mean, that's one thing that I eat less of. I do eat sugary sweets from time to time, but not all the time because it's really bad for you. Take it from me. It's
So,
really bad.
What's been the best sponsor you've had, Nick? Like, what's been your like? What do you like the most?
Which one? I guess the toys. They keep sending me toys and they keep sending me clothes. Someone sent me just the other day. Someone sent me a Spider-Man gear, something like that. I wore it and then, but there's too many people in the cinema. I just
You wore the Spider-Man to the cinema.
Yeah.
It's
No,
so
just the
funny.
shirt. Just the shirt. There's a lot of
Okay.
cosplayers there. I mean,
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know, man. And then right now they're closing down the cinemas because it's locked down again. It's crazy. Don't they think that this would happen? Back in December, they opened it, and then all of a sudden, people are so angry and so surprised. Oh, what's happening? I thought COVID is gone. No, COVID is never gone. It's there. It's there. God
I
damn.
saw this article today saying that they reckon the number of cases in the Philippines is like 7 to 10 times higher than the
Yeah.
recorded number. Like they reckon it
Exactly.
could be a million at the moment. A million, yeah, instead of 37. I don't want to get this wrong. So, well, basically, it just said 7 to 10 times higher. Let's just. I think I
Yes.
shared the article.
I have
You
a
got the
photo
link
of
in
your
the pod notes.
I have a photo of
Yeah,
your
this one here,
Spider-Man
this
costume.
picture here. At least 4 million residents have COVID-19. 4 million.
Where did you
metro-
read this?
I'm gonna share this on. Can you share this on this picture
Please,
here?
Sure,
please
sure,
show
sure.
it. Please show it. So Doc Adam wouldn't be taken out of context by his haters.
Which one? What do I send you
Go
nilalagay
to
sa
IG, I
Discord?
guess.
Yeah, this Inquirer. It's an Inquirer article.
4
Okay.
million cases. I mean, it's almost everyone's gonna get it if there's a lot of people who has that much COVID, man. I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
everyone's gonna get it, man.
Nasaan yun? Dito? Dito ba?
Yeah, on the podcast chat. On
Okay.
the podcast chat.
Okay.
I don't see it. Teka.
It's Inquirer. I just shared it after
Screen cap? Is it a screen cap?
you shared the Tonga thing.
Ah, okay. Ah, okay. This one.
It's just a picture. It's just
Share
a
it, share
picture.
Okay.
Yeah, we
It
have
just
to
says
show
it-
it. We have to show the people. We don't want to get out of context again and get bashed royally for saying stuff. Come on, it's crazy.
Don't worry about it, man.
Okay.
No,
Let's
we
see.
have to worry.
Yeah, I'll
about
read it. I'll
Yeah,
read it.
There we go.
Here, this is from Inquirer.net. At least 1 million Metro Manila residents may have COVID-19. The independent analytics group estimated that Metro Manila's actual COVID cases could be 6 to 15 times higher than the
Yeah.
official numbers being reported by the DOH. And that's because what they did was here. This is the research they did. They estimated it based on a random rapid tests conducted on the DOT railway passengers on January 12, January 13. And 12% of those tested were positive. 12%
Holy
of the
shit.
passengers on the railway were positive. That's crazy,
God
right?
damn.
So
So-
yeah, the
Well-
numbers are obviously really high.
Well, at the very least, merong silver lining dyan. Probably most of them don't even know they have it. Diba? Asymptomatic.
Yeah,
And it's not really gonna be
Just
take a serious...
I think Doc, the way we should handle COVID-19 right now is with a little bit of finesse. Remember when all of this madness happened? Everyone was crazy. Everyone was the noisy kid in the room that's saying, "Yo, stay at home, stay at home." I remember this one girl. He's shouting at his TV when those taxi drivers doesn't want to go home and just want to do work. They were saying, "Stay at home, stay at home." But now we should be human about it. You get what I'm saying? Just
That's what I've been
chill.
telling you.
Yeah. Oo nga, pero ang akin lang kasi, ayoko lang dun sa mga hindi nagbabakuna, bro. Yun yung problema ko talaga. I mean, let's give humanity, pero let's
The problem is so there's this large number of unvaccinated people in the Philippines. So
Yes.
like maybe I don't know the exact numbers, but there's a large number. Now
Yes.
the reality is that when you're unvaccinated, there's a significantly higher chance that you're going to be admitted to hospital,
Yeah.
a significantly higher chance that you're going to go into intensive care, and a higher chance that you're going to die from COVID if you're unvaccinated. Now, the problem is when you've got such a high percentage that if you completely open up and all those unvaccinated people get COVID, then the hospitals are just going to crash and burn.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
the hospital infrastructure in the Philippines is rubbish.
Yeah.
so you could have a strong wind and the hospital will be full.
Well, it hasn't
So,
updated. It still hasn't updated
so-
since last week, but we're still at 49%, 49.7. So almost 50%.
Yeah.
ng ano,
So the problem is if you open up, that your infrastructure is just going to be so overwhelmed that people, it's just going to be awful, right? So that's why your situation is a bit different to here, where we've got 93% or something vaccinated, and our hospital infrastructure is obviously better than the Philippines, I imagine.
Yeah.
So it's easier for us to open up because you can cover those 7% unvaccinated. You can basically cover with the current hospital system here, while the 50% you've got unvaccinated there, the hospitals will just become overwhelmed so quickly. So that's one of the real problems the Philippines has, is your hospital infrastructure is
It's rubbish.
Yeah.
Well, another main difference is that Australia can give what do you call it in Australia, the weekly aid in yeah, so
it's definitely easier for us to lock down here because we've got but we're not locking down now. But if you look back, a year or two ago, it was, we were getting all sorts of financial supports, and even if you weren't getting the adequate income, you were getting support from the government. It was totally different, to the Philippines, where
over here that's not available.
It's not the capability to give the support that people were given here.
So
even here now,
that's the main.
Even now, I'll tell you now. I'll tell you now. If we get let's say, I think this incentive payment's still here. Let's say if I have to miss a day at work because I got the COVID test, I can claim $450 from the government for the
that's 20,000 pesos.
So because what was happening was lots of people didn't want to get tested because they didn't want to miss work. So the government then said, well, if you miss work because you were tested, you can get $450 if you have no sick pay. So these kind of things just encourage people to get tested, and there's just so much support here, which just could never exist in the Philippines. Like it's just like, so how you manage things have to be so different.
Yeah, so that is.
It's just
I think more than anything else,
I
think more than anything else, that's the main difference, that they can afford to tell the citizens in Australia to stay at home. We can take care of you. Over here, if you stay at home, the government cannot take care of you. You're gonna starve. So that is the main. That's the main difference, diba?
We were just talking about at the start of the pandemic when. Remember when all the tricycles were shut down and all the public transport, and then they I think in Pasig, and then is he called I really like him. Is it Vico Soto?
Vico Soto.
Vico Soto.
Yeah, he was like trying to open up the tricycles and stuff, and it was all kicking off. Can you remember that? That was like 2 years ago. He was like, "Can you remember that? Load it up."
Yeah, I do.
He was getting really because it's very difficult to lock down somebody who's working day to day for a paycheck, right? You can't locking that person down is totally different. You can't do that because food's more important than COVID for that person.
Yes,
Me
personally,
that's the two main problems.
I've always been saying, I'm never against the vaccine, but the lockdowns, we need to really think about it really hard. How to alam mo yun, make things kasi even the vaccination capabilities, I don't know if we already have enough vaccines to vaccinate everyone. So that's even a question pa rin yun. Parang okay, let's get vaccinated kaso wala pa lang vaccine. May mga nakapila, di ba? Kulang pa yung vaccines. Sobrang dami natin, 117 million, di ba?
And the problem is in the vaccination, some people do not commit to the vaccine. Like once they got the first dose, it's they think it's okay. It's not. It's 2 doses. Bitch, get in line again. It's frustrating.
Well, it depends kung anong vaccine,
you have to pay for vaccine there?
It's for free, dog.
It's free.
It's for free.
Okay, free.
Yeah.
You just have to stay in the line for an hour. Sometimes even this story I told you, right? When I got my booster, I went home because we have a meeting for something. So you told me not to go, but the thing is, it's very easy to get boosters because no one is getting boosters. After the first dose, they think it's okay. I remember we had this one employee here. our maid, we were asking him to her to get vaccinated. She was saying, "Yo, I might turn into a zombie." Oh my God! Of course, it ain't true. So after convincing her, she got her first dose, and then we have to keep on reminding her not to miss the second dose because you might start over if you miss the first dose. So it's very hard here because some people are really reluctant in getting the vaccination. One news about one person dying, the outlier, it's big news. That might happen to me. People don't realize people die on medication. Any medication can kill you. It's just it's just how it is. Like for example, even the over the counter, if you take it the wrong way, you can die. This is why it's really hard for people here to vaccinate. Yeah.
Because they can't. I think people struggle to like rationalize risk.
Yeah, exactly.
That's one of the problems that I notice quite a lot. People can't weigh up the pros and cons of a treatment.
Yeah, and the media sometimes is not helping the case. They would sensationalize one news of one person dying without even checking if they have a history of comorbidity or how old was the person who died, things like that. It's all
They don't seem to check it. So many news channels there don't seem to check any sources. They just publish anything.
Yeah, because the headlines, as long as it get clicks, it's
so annoying.
Well,
it's
even
so annoying. Some of the news channels there.
Well, even in news abroad in the US, they don't tell about the main cause of reason, the death of the deaths, diba? Parang if you get hit by a car with you have COVID, you get run over by a truck and you died, you're gonna be pronounced as a COVID death, diba? Parang may mga ganun.
I don't know. I think that's still up to. I think there's a lot of debate on that still, isn't there? I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Well, right now they just came up. I think there's I don't know the position of that lady, and she basically admitted that the numbers, the COVID deaths are not are not all directly caused by COVID itself. Sometimes, or there are cases na hindi siya, alam mo yun.
Do you have the link of this? Because we cannot speak out of our ass when we're talking
Yes,
about
it's on
COVID.
CNN. Somewhere there. It's over there.
Okay.
I don't know. I forget the.
I think this.
Yeah. Well.
Let's see what this link is.
Yeah. Before we go there, as Gerald here is looking for the article, what's your take on fake vaccination card, Doc? It's crazy over here.
Yeah, we've got, because here, okay, in Australia, we have like our cards on the phone, right?
Yeah.
Like on the mobile. I literally showed my phone there, but we've had like fake vaccination cards on the telephone as well, right? So because what happens is when you go to a restaurant or whatever, you have to show your card, but they've got fake ones that you can make here. In fact, I've got a really crazy vaccination story actually. So
okay.
So here, obviously, to do lots of things, you have to be vaccinated. Okay, so not everyone wants to be vaccinated, but you need to be vaccinated to go to restaurants. You need to be vaccinated to do some jobs. Some people don't want to vaccinate. So what they've been doing, this is what I heard from a patient. So I've not verified this, but I think it's
okay.
I've heard it from a few people. Is people pay other people to get the vaccine for them?
What the? Why? But why? It's just crazy.
Now, so
the
going rate. This is according to the patient, right? The going rate was $2,500 to go and get the vaccine for somebody else, and he knew somebody. He knew somebody who had 17 vaccines.
17 vaccines.
17.
Wow.
He just went to different places and got the vaccine for other people. The guy was apparently a drug addict, and he was just using it to fund his habit. to just go and get vaccinated.
So,
He's got
let me
17 vaccines.
let me
17
get this,
vaccines.
Doc. Let me get your story straight in Tagalog. So, there's someone out there who's willing to take the
Tagalog.
vaccine for you for
Yeah,
basically 100,000 pesos. What?
Yeah.
That's good business here, man.
Yeah, I mean, everyone would be doing it there, right?
Yeah, everyone is doing.
Talaga? Parang okay na racket yan.
But you can. Go ahead.
In some places you can't do it because you have to give picture ID. But some places I don't think you needed the picture ID, right? So you could just be like, "Oh yeah, I'm John Jones, right? I'm John Jones," and they'd be like, "Okay, cool, give you the vaccine." You know, so it was it was. Anyway, I heard that story from a patient. But the patient's a reliable resource, but
Okay.
I don't know if it's been featured in the news or anything, but it's definitely something I've heard going around about what's been happening. Yeah.
But here in the country, people are faking their vaccine cards, and you can get you can get jail time for that. I just don't understand it. Vaccination is for free. You won't die. You would die if you get COVID.
So they're just using their vaccine cards so they can continue to travel and all those
Yeah,
things.
but that's the thing here, though. Have you heard of this? In your country, of course, you cannot you cannot ride the public utilities if you don't have a vaccine card, or if you're not vaccinated. You can go public transport, which is lawyers are saying it's unconstitutional because no one can restrict your travel. So it's technically unconstitutional. This is what they're saying. But what's your take on that, Doc?
I don't think that's happening here. I think they don't check your vaccination status to travel.
Okay.
I think I probably don't fully agree with it.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
agree with
Okay.
Nico, ano?
I don't think. I think everyone should be able to travel, whether they're vaccinated
Exactly.
or not.
Yes.
I do think. I don't. But like we said before, the circumstances are different in the Philippines, so maybe they have to be more strict on the vaccinated.
And it's crazy. How can the person go to the vaccination site if they cannot use the public transport? Are they going to
Okay.
walk?
Okay.
It's-
Nico, ano yan parang
Sige.
the medical aspect is separated from the law, 'di ba? May magkaiba yan eh. Those things need to meet in the middle kasi there are things na you can't just because merong nangyayari, kumbaga the law is in place for na pag merong mga pangyayari na nakaka-disrupt sa society, at least merong order na susundin, 'di ba? If it needs to be amended, then gagawin 'yon ng mga hopefully guided by medicine in case of a pandemic. 'Yun yung magiging base nila to create the law. Pero yung tama yung sinabi nila, it's basic human rights, the right to go around, to move around, 'di ba? So it's different. For me, wala siyang kinalaman sa as long as mag-iingat ka, kailangan maging hindi ka ma-restrict sa isa. It's your personal freedom.
Yeah. I think so as well.
I agree with that. They cannot mandate that to people who's not vaccinated not to use the public transport, especially when you're in a third world country that they need to move around to get money. It's I don't want to say it's basically anti-poor. What they're doing right now, it's crazy. So how do we resolve it then? How the thing here is that they're going for these extreme measures to force people to go to vaccination sites and get vaccinated. It's basically extreme measure. So how do we resolve it then? What do you think?
Sorry, my dog's going crazy. That's why the dog's going crazy. I don't know why.
Okay.
Can you hear him barking?
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's a cute dog.
He's not cute today. I'll let him in the room. 1 minute. I'll just let him in the room.
Okay.
Just yeah.
Teka. Di ko mahanap yung yung I'm
Article?
torn between
Hindi, okay lang.
Teka, tatanungin
lang
ko si
yun.
JM, baka alam mo yung clip na yon, si Zero Hour Discussions. Oh, so now that Doc Adam is nandiyan na pala. Pero let's say hi to the people in the comment section. And some are, may nagbibigay ng pera. Thank
Si
you so
Brian
much. May
Cuaderno.
there's a super chat. Brian Cobero, Mrs. You, Doc Adam, Evolution of Hero. May mga
Si
tanong siya.
JM din, pare. JM Montes, hello. Thank you, tol, sa pinadala mo sa akin. He gave me a toy. So, thank you for that. Not sexual, but, just
I
a toy.
forgot to. Yeah, when you said toy, it sounds a little bit naughty.
Oh,
Yeah.
ano?
No. Just...
Teka, ba't parang defensive ka? Defensive ka eh.
No.
I was just thinking when you just said that. I was just thinking my best sponsor.
Yeah.
I think my best sponsor was Tricks to Go. I love
Tricks to
that
Go,
sponsor.
wow.
Yeah, I love Tricks to
Wow.
Go, man.
Really?
Yeah.
You know the most annoying thing is they sponsored me, and then they gave me 25. I remember now. 25 free chickens, and then 25 free chickens to donate, and 25 free chickens for myself, right?
That's
Then
good. That's a good deal.
It happened when I was in Australia, so I couldn't use them.
You
So I
should have given it to me.
I donated 25 chickens to a hospital, and then it was quite cool. Like they went and took all the pictures, and they did this. They basically fed the hospital these chickens, but the other 25 I've still got. So if anybody wants a free chicken, message Doc Adam. Yeah,
Chicken
but
is
that
so
was a
good
cool
because
story.
it's high in protein, low in calorie, and less fat. It's a superfood. There,
The first time I came to the Philippines was I lived on Chicks to Go, man. I loved it.
Yeah, me as well. Undocs. I do eat undocs. Hopefully they sponsor me. One of the best sponsor I had was by the way, Spantec here. There was there was this group of they were selling merch and they were giving it they're giving me free Fantech stuff plus a little bit of retainer. It's not much, but I thank them for all their help.
Well, meron din akong sponsor. Teka, nasan yun? Ay, shit.
Ano yun?
Nawala. Mute Lux Cakes. Teka, we have our cakes.
Oh, nga, yung cake.
I had a penis cream try and sponsor me,
Do you take those kind of sponsor? Because you have good views on those. Paano magpalaki ng...
I know that would have been a good sponsor, right? I probably could have made. But I don't know. I'm not promoting a pseudo site.
Ito sponsor
But
ko.
yeah, it's a funny sponsor, man. But I didn't take it. Obviously, I didn't do it. But they messaged me after my video about how penis creams don't work. They then messaged me saying, "Do you want to sponsor our cream?" I'm like, "I've just done a video saying penis creams don't work." why would
Trojan
why
ba
would
yan?
I take your sponsor?
Baka naman.
No, it was a small company. It was a small company.
Anyway, so next topic. Do we have other topics?
Yeah, let's get one and wrap up because I want Doc Adam to rest. He's very tired and he's doing humanity a favor by giving medical advice.
I've been doing vaccines.
have to do.
all day.
You want to talk about the Cosmo cover?
What's the Cosmo cover? What is that?
You gotta get cancelled.
No, I think no. Let's leave that. We'll do that next week because that's.
No.
That's timeless. We'll do that. We'll do that one next week. It's
No. This is a very hard topic to cover. I just saw. I ain't touching this.
I'll take it.
Diyan ka ba umatras, ha?
I'll do it next week.
It's very touchy because it's about people's looks and weight. So
but I think you are one of the perfect people to talk about it because you experienced it, di ba?
Of course, body shaming. Oh my God.
Yeah, and then also me, I'm a super taba ko rin ngayon.
Yeah, but I just have to say this every time in the video. Adam helped me a lot in losing weight. It's not the fundamentals of losing weight. It's the mental aspect of losing weight.
Yeah.
He broke me out of the shell. the depression shell. He did that.
Do you
for
find
me.
do you have more girlfriends now? You've lost weight.
Oh my God.
I don't have any girlfriend because I'm focusing on science. Not just
Oh.
no,
So,
just kidding.
do you find that more people message you now you've lost weight or not?
Actually,
he
to
talked
be-
about
if
it
I'm
in our
being honest-
podcast. He talked about it in our
if I'm being
podcast.
if I'm being honest, it's a lot easier to get recognized now than it was a few years ago. Like it's crazy. But I don't sleep with them if you're asking.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
No, so Doc, probably my last question and closer. When do you are you planning to go back in making videos regularly, or what's the
I don't
thing
think
here?
so.
Okay,
No,
so
I don't think so. I think I can't unless the FDA and the DOH start enforcing some laws. It's too hard for me to do it.
yeah, I know it's it.
I think you need the backing of the.
Uy, nag-freeze. Nag-freeze ka, Doc. I think we freezed. Oh, man.
And also, like I said before, like,
Okay.
I don't think that if you don't have the government backing, like, there's a limited impact I can do. Like, I can educate people, but like, there's always going to be another company. There's always going to be another scam. Like, there's always going to be something new. So it's kind of a thankless task of.
Exactly.
I just don't. I can't see that it's going to have a significant impact in the long run. Like I thought when I started that you could educate and make a significant impact about some of the stuff going on, but I did it for a year or two, and I've realized that it doesn't. Nothing changes. You can't change anything in
Exactly.
the Philippines unless the agencies get involved. Like you can't make the changes that I feel need to happen. And then the other problem is that you start talking about a lot of these problems,
Companies.
but then the reality is, like we said already in this podcast, the hospital system infrastructure is so bad that people kind of have a lack of options anyway about what they can do. Like so when everything's so broken, how can me turning up and doing a video make any difference? And that's my goal, right? My goal was to try and make a difference, to try and help people make informed decisions about their health. Like if people can make informed decisions, but then they don't have any option anyway because they can't afford to see a doctor, they can't go to hospital, then what's the point? Like it's just it's sad, but like I don't want to like all the stress of it and the heat. It's not worth it if I can't actually make an impact.
Doc, if it's any consolation for you, you told last week that the first time you saw me, I was gonna die in 5 years. Now I'm gonna die 10, and I'm not gonna die fat, just ugly. Just ugly. I'm just ugly now.
Di naman.
Nah,
I think we probably helped a few people. I think we helped.
Yeah.
But I that's the reality.
Well, I can attest.
I think if I came back, the same old stuff's just gonna happen. So like, it's not worth it. Like, and also, man, I've got like.
It'll happen, man.
There's other things I can do, man. There's other, like, I quite like my life. I like going fishing. I like chilling out. Like, I don't need to do YouTube. Like, I got a good job. I don't need to do YouTube. Like, I don't financially need it. I don't need that stress in my life. So why do it? If I don't feel it's having the impact, why do it? Yeah. But I still do the podcasts and stuff because I like doing. I like doing this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like I like doing podcasts, and I like I did another podcast with some doctors the other day. I like this kind of thing, but I think like YouTube, I'm just like over it. I don't know. Do you reckon I can sell my channel? 2 million subs. Do you reckon anyone will buy a channel for 2 million subs?
2 million sub and no content for about 3 months now. You haven't posted in a year, man.
I'll probably get no views if I post.
Hey, speaking of podcasts, let's promote the audio version also. The Spotify uploads of this podcast is available on Spotify, the Powerful Komiksman Podcast for now, but we might put it on another channel Let's see where this goes, 'di ba? Pag nagtuloy-tuloy tayo. Pero for now, the audio versions are in the Powerful Komiksman Podcast in Spotify and every other podcast platforms.
I hope this kicks off, man.
We got any comments we can read?
We have a lot of comments.
Yeah, let's read some comments.
A few comments before.
Yeah, let's again, thank you to ikaw magbasa muna,
Science of
Nico.
Jabol.
Ayusin ko lang ayusin ko lang.
Sige.
Sige, yung screen.
The Science of Jabol. You know what, Doc? I always quote you on this. Yung pagja-jackal. That was one of your best videos out
there. That was so funny, right? That was so funny. I wish I could do that again. Like, I'm now friends with Musculado, you know, from the...
Yeah, Musculado
we still chat quite a lot. I quite like that guy. But he got so angry, right?
Do you know they have drama?
So, yeah, we had big drama.
No. They are having drama right now. With they wanna go battle of the YouTubers. It's so crazy.
Who do?
Bascolado and friends. There's this leg exercise that they're trying to rope me in because I'm fit now and they wanna get my opinion on leg exercise. Dude, just fucking work out. What is your deal? Leave it. Fuck off. They're having this back and forth about the best leg exercise, something like that.
Oh God!
But
yeah, like we actually became good friends, me and him. Like he's a good guy, but and then I talked to who was the other guy? Lito. Can you remember Lito?
Lito is crazy.
Who's Lito? Who's Lito?
Si Paulol, the OFW guy. I think he's gay, right? He's gay. I mean, I'm just saying he's gay. I'm just is gay. He has a voice.
Is Paulol?
He was
Paulol?
Because after that video, I messaged him to be like, are you okay? Because you're doing some pretty strange things, Lito. Like,
yeah,
he was like dancing around and he was doing some weird things. Like, and I messaged him. I was like, look, are you all right? Like, and he was like, yeah, it's all my tactics, Doc. It's all my tactics. I'm just trolling people. I'm just trolling.
Who's this?
Right, cool.
Who's this?
Basically,
I forgot the channel, man. I forgot this video. It's so crazy.
There were this one guy was saying like masturbation's good for you and gives you all these health benefits, and then there was another guy saying it's really bad for you, right, and gives you all these health risks. And then I put them against each other in this video. And the video got it got 1 million views in like 20 hours. Like it went really
super viral.
Big.
Yeah,
and these two people just went like crazy.
Yeah,
really. Like,
and this is the first time I met Doc Adam, and then I got like 200,000 views on that. It's crazy. It's crazy when this is what I don't understand here in the country. We don't have. On the average, we don't have big penises, but we are so obsessed with penises. It's crazy. What is your deal,
Uy,
man?
nasa ano natin yan. Meron tayo ng bulol eh, 'di ba? Nasa kultura talaga natin. Have you seen that? The toy with the barrel? Tapos you pull it up. Tapos lalabas yung turat niya.
When it's about getting white, when it's about your dick, when it's about having sex, the Filipinos are, so medically in tune. It's about politics. Oh my God.
That's where the views are. Like, I've talked to Crizel. Yeah, Crizel. She's a doctor. She's like really good looking.
Oh, Crizel.
Crizel Luna, si Doc Crizel.
Yeah, she's so hot, man.
She gets so many more views when the subject is, about sex. Like she gets so many views. Like it's a totally different. Like it's so different between sex and normal topics. Like guys, I just want to watch things about sex. Like it's really
and Kilikili as well. There's something with the Kilikili. I remember having her on my FYP talking about her white underarm. It's so crazy. It's just a body part, dude. We have so much obsession on random shit that doesn't matter, that would not progress as a society. When I talk
it's
about
really frustrating, right? It's really
exactly.
Like I can do a video on Kitty and get 1 million views, so I can do a video on diabetes and get 5,000, and then like and then 6 million Filipinos have got diabetes. It's like, guys, why are you so much more interested in your killy than diabetes?
Look at her. She's so hot. Are you watching the stream, Doc? She's so hot.
No,
man.
I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it, man.
Just showing everyone the things they're missing out on TikTok. Yung mga
Yeah.
yung mga nagmamatigas.
Doc, did you know I went viral on TikTok because of I was going back on my old ways. I got first popular by critiquing TV shows here in the country, and there's so much hate. It's amazing on a TV show that has bad graphics. We have
man.
we have Marvel. We even have Transformers. Just think about that. Transformers with good CGI budget, and then we have our country who has, oh my god, it looks really bad, like 1990s bad CGI. And then people are hating me for it. Some are even threatening me. We're gonna kill you. Why?
Hey, I did a video. I tried doing some videos on
GMA7. The thing.
Reacting to like Filipino TV, and I got loads of hate for it as well. Like, people don't like you doing it. Like, they don't like you reacting to Filipino TV, because the reason I got the idea is because Dr. Mike like reacts to like sales at work, and the sexy doctor from the US who went out here, like he reacts to all those like TV shows, right? So I thought, I'll just react to some Filipino TV. And I started reacting to the hospital scenes from TV shows.
Yeah.
And I got so much hate. Man. Like, they were like, why are you, it's just a doc. It's not real, doc. It's not real. Why are you reacting to it? It's not real.
Dude,
like,
they're
guys,
fans of the actors.
I'm trying to teach, man. Like, no, I did this one where I reacted to, how do I say her name? Ivania Alawi, right? I did one reacting to her, and
careful.
Doing a CPR scene, like she was doing it. Oh no, it was a choking scene, right? It was like somebody was choking, I think.
Heimlich maneuver, right?
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah.
So I did it like to react to it, to try and teach about the Heimlich maneuver and stuff like that. And man, I got so hated, and I was like, guys, I'm just reacting to a video. I'm not being horrible. I'm just reacting to it. Like, people got so sensitive about it. So sensitive. Even though you're trying to teach, you're just trying to make a topic interesting, right? Everyone wants to watch Ivania Alawi, so I'm just using her video to try and teach on a boring subject. And everyone got so angry.
Well, they can't disconnect themselves with the person. They're fans. The Filipinos are the most rabid fans in the world.
And then they will tell you, wala kang sariling content. You don't have your own content. And sausaw ka ng sausaw. Na, in fact, reaction videos has been out there. Get with the times, bro. It's 2022. It's okay to react to publicly posted videos. And then you sasawsaw ka lagi, dude. In so many levels, critical thinking is really not here. You don't even teach it in schools. That's why it's hard when we do criticism and then we get so much hate for it. I mean, if Doc Adam just stick with the good doctor routine, much like a certain doctor who's running for vice president, he could have had like 4 million followers. But it's gonna be boring if we get there.
I don't want to do that kind of stuff.
Tagalog doctor, then you have this fitted scrub suit, so your pecs and your muscles are bulging. People would love that.
What could have been, man? What could have been?
Let's read another comment.
Let's read some comments. Let's see the
super chat. Okay. Thanks. 0 Hour Discussions. Brian Cubero, hindi nagtanong. Si Evolution of Hero, medyo nasagot na kanina to eh. So, I suppose, let's skip that as well. Ano pa bang questions? Mukhang wala.
Let's see if there's anyone here.
Mukhang wala.
Actually, can't play it. There's no good questions.
We can answer the.
I'm not seeing.
Let me just address the hate comments from yesterday. I just would like to apologize if you don't like me anymore because of the debates that I had with Attorney Libayan. It's
Did
just
you
how
did
it
you have a
is.
debate? Did you have a debate?
Yeah, with the Axie thing, it just won't die down.
Dude, I
just
told
wanna-
you let him have his fun.
No, I mean, I just want to apologize to everyone if you think
Don't
that I had.
apologize, man. Don't apologize.
It's good because I just don't want to deal with the hate anymore. Because up until now, there's like a couple of people who would go to my page and then trash talk me about NFTs. Dude, just move on. Yeah, I just want to address it.
Is it on your channel or where's this debate? Where was this debate, man?
The Axie debate. I removed
Yeah.
all Axie content already because it's too toxic for me. I mean, I just wanna go back to my roots and teach physics. I'm a physics teacher.
My dad's got a PhD in physics, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's got the most boring chat in the world. Dad, if you're watching, don't talk about physics.
No, physics is good. Actually, it's so hard to teach science in here. I'm trying to make science exciting. Like I was teaching relativity and Tony Fowler drama at the same time. It's a challenge. Because funny nonsense.
It's hard to make that entertaining, man. It's hard.
It's hard. It's hard. Anyway, do you have something for us, Komiksman?
Well, eto, may nag-send sa akin nung clip sa na sinasabi ko kanina about dun sa comorbidities. You can just you can just watch it for yourself. It was thanks JM for this link. Eto, you can this woman, this lady was sino siya? Di ko alam eh. Basta this lady, he's one of the heads in the US and basically, CDC director, ABC News interview remarks about COVID-19 victims with comorbidities spark confusion. Parang all right.
We'll talk about that next week.
Yeah.
I think
just show that.
Let's not do COVID next week. We should do some social media drama, man.
Yeah.
You should get me
God.
up to date with social media drama.
Jesus Christ.
Nico, you're doing the topics next week.
Yeah,
You can do the
okay.
topics.
Sure.
The thing with me,
I mean, we can do it now.
I'm gonna try my very hardest to care about those next week, but yeah.
Because it's really nonsense. Like, Doc, I'll make a prediction right now. The first influencer in Tony Fowler's in Tulfo is going to be Tony Fowler. I guarantee you, she's going to be there. It's like a business now between the two parties. Every time Tony Fowler has a drama, she would go up to Tulfo, and Tulfo keeps accepting her. It's nuts. It's really nuts. I mean, don't you? This is what we should do. This is what we should do. We should dick ride the Tulfo brothers and get more money.
Dapat meron tayong dapat meron din tayong Tulfo hindi to 'di ba? Sino magiging Tulfo? Ikaw, Doc
I mean,
Adam.
Doc Adam can do it. Doc Adam can do it. I don't fucking care, man. I just want...
Hindi, ako si
Come
Tulfo,
and
si
tell
Doc
us about
Adam,
your problems.
si Doc Adam yung si Doc Adam yung
Yeah, I mean, at
Si
the very
attorney.
least, you're a fucking doctor, man. And you can guide them at least.
si Nico, si
I don't
Sherry.
I don't really want other people's drama in my life, man. I don't
Here,
want to hear their drama. Whenever a lot of this stuff on Tofu, I'm like, really? Like, why do you want to put that? Why do you want to put that in public? I don't understand why you want to put that in public.
here's the stats of the Fowler drama, just so we have like an idea here. Right now, it's sitting on 1 million on YouTube, and on Facebook, I heard it went 3 million. For this drama going.
Bigyan mo nga kami ng ng primer diyan, ng brief ng drama na 'yan. Anong nangyari?
They had a falling out with one of the members, and they went at it online. That's it. And then I'm pretty sure it's going in Tulfo. Probably I'm pretty sure it would because that's the pattern. She goes live. Tulfo gets his drama, and everybody's making money off it. I mean, I'll make money off it. It's crazy.
Is it still with the accusation na parang yung umalis sa kanila, yung pa rin ba yun? Nakita ko lang sa sa TikTok yun.
It's crazy, right? Like Tofu's huge. He's kind of like a Dr. Phil kind of thing, right? It's
Yes,
kind of
It's
like
more.
a,
It's
become-
no. Actually, it's more of Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
It's closer to Jerry Springer nowadays.
Yeah.
I wonder if it keeps on being a big thing for years and years, or whether this is like an era, and then maybe in like 5 or 10 years, people won't be as interested in that kind of content. I wonder, because that kind of content was so big in like the 90s and the 2000s in like in America,
Drama
and
era. Yeah. The
and then it
drama
kind
era.
of like
Yeah.
people don't
Died
watch
down.
that kind of content, that kind of drama anymore, right? People aren't like that interested into it. So I wonder if that's the same in the Philippines, whether like that kind of drama content, like in 10 years, maybe won't be as big. Or I wonder if it just stays like that forever.
Maybe
Just, you know, Tofu will have like
I think it will
100
plateau.
million subs, and
I think it will plateau at some point. But just to give a little history for those who are too young to know, Tulfo, that show had been around since the early 2000s. I think that's the earliest time that I've heard about of them on AM
Action
radio.
Tulfo.
Yes, but the thing is, that show would not have gotten shown on air kasi during that time grabing magmura si Rafi Tulfo noon.
Tulfo,
Talagang
oo.
talagang minumura
really?
niya. So but then again, when they decided to get
Make it
airtime,
family friendly.
they made it they got airtime on TV so hindi na lang sila exclusive for for radio. And then eventually they realized that they can stream it on YouTube as well. But then of course YouTube has the guidelines, so they toned down and they saw that it's getting steam,
Getting traction.
Oh, yun, nagkakaroon na siya ng traction. So they just followed the YouTube guidelines to monetize it. So that's why Rafi Tulfo toned down a lot. Hindi na siya nagmumura ngayon. Dati kasi talagang nagmumura.
Yeah.
Grabe yun.
You were mentioning about it being plateauing. I do think it's plateau. Tulfo is already cashing out because he is running for senator. You get you get that when
but somebody could fill his place, right? Somebody else could take it over.
yeah, but it's not going to be Tulfo. It's like Doc Adam, and then someone else is, because it's his brand of justice.
Yeah.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
I don't
So
know.
it's going to be different.
I don't know if what's the name of the attorney? Si Attorney Garrett? Well,
Garrett,
I don't know if he can cut it the same way as Rafi. Kasi Rafi Tulfo, kumbaga, he built that notoriety decades ago. So it's really and also the Tulfo brothers, yung pinaka senior sa kanila, si Mon Tulfo, had been around since the mid 80s ata. And then the younger ones started ang sumunod na Tulfo na nakilala ko si Erwin Tulfo because he was on TV. And then Rafi Tulfo, I think, was the least popular Mas popular pa sa kanya si Ben Tulfo kasi yung Bitag may
tapos,
TV show yun Si Rafi Tulfo nasa Rafi Tulfo nasa radyo lang. Hindi ko alam I'm not sure, pero that's what I saw. Tapos kasi ginagaya pa namin.
The idol persona was created on social media.
Yeah, YouTube na yung
because their brand of journalism was very brash, out there with the FU they're like the FU journalist,
They have the same shtick, all of the Tulfo brothers, except for Erwin kasi he was on TV. Mainstream siya. He was kind of popular. I thought he was the most popular Tulfo back in the 90s kasi meron siya nung yung nakamotor siya, 'di ba? Tapos naka-leather jacket.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to fight Robin Padilla ata. Magbaboxing sila supposedly. Sila way before Makagago. Diba? Yun yung sila yung mga OG niyan. Robin Padilla, Richard Gomez.
Meron palang trending si Robin Padilla ngayon, yung Paro-Paro G. Robin Padilla was so cool when we were kids. Yeah. I remember there was a time that he was like the bad boy, the legit bad boy. He would go on the news and then he would fight this celebrity and that celebrity, and then it's going to be a frenzy. I remember my mom always watching the Inday Badiday news for that kind of crap. But now I don't know, he's kind of lame now.
I don't know.
All right, mate, I'm gonna go and have some dinner, man.
Okay.
Yeah. All
But,
right.
Thank you so much for the time, Doc.
We'll go for social media next week.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have an idea
If
for the
anybody,
thumbnail.
in fact, if anybody's got any topics that they want us to feature, write them in the comments of the YouTube video, and we'll look through and just share the links on there, and we'll have a look and see if there's any good comments for the pod.
Yeah. Any last words for today, Nico?
I love you guys. Please stop with the NFTs. Just move on. I want to teach physics again.
Meron nga akong NFT dito eh. Yan. Speaking of NFT, scan nyo yung NFT QR code ko. Oy, original art yan ha. Hindi yan mga Axie.
NFT, do you know what's the best NFT? The NFT, the nice fucking tits. That's the NFT that I like.
Anyway, I have an idea for the next thumbnail. RTIA tayo. Yung mga mukha natin.
Oh my god, action tool. Let's get someone here. Let's get someone that that's more popular than us. Who's more popular than it's big influencer. I'll try to get to talk to some next week.
Maganda tayo.
We can keep having a chat, man. We can keep having a chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we'll see what's trending next week. We forgot to talk about Will Dasovich. I didn't understand that thing.
I explained to him about Will Dasovich.
Oh, the sinaing thing. It's
Yes,
just a meme,
yes.
Doc. It's just a meme.
That's
about it.
Okay.
I was an inquirer. I was like, what is this?
Well, ganito yung kwento. So, Alodia, 'di ba, and Will used to be together and now they've broken up, 'di ba? So, a few days ago, Alodia posted a photo of a really gorgeous photo. Tapos she was parang going down the stairs in a dress na sexy. And then the caption wrote, "Hi, ako nga pala yung sinayang mo." Diba?
Yeah, okay. Okay.
So
I understand more now.
Yeah, so of course the netizens
and
jumped
viral.
in. Yeah. The netizens
That's one thing. Breakup drama, comeback drama, dick jokes, how to get to be white. That this is all what Filipinos want to watch. Not
I've got one of her going down the stairs in a gold dress. Is that the one you're
Yes.
talking
Yeah, that's the one.
And then Will
Ako yung
Dasovich
sinayang mo.
replied,
but she goes, "Day breaks upon the battlefield" on Instagram. I don't know if that's have I gone?
No, it's on Facebook. The hi ako nga
okay.
pala yung sinaing
Ito-
sinaing mo.
Is she just in the house?
I
Just walk
think
around the
so.
house like
well,
that?
that's
her
how
Imagine walking around the house like that.
ganyan suot, no?
I know, just like casual in the house. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a pretty big house. If that's a house.
Yeah, she's extremely rich, Doc. We're talking about
Yeah.
I don't know. She's very rich.
Yeah. Oh, here
Yeah.
it is. Here it is, Doc. These are the photos. I don't think this is her house.
Sa
No,
kanya
I don't
yan,
think so. It's a pretty big. I mean, I see it's there. It says at the top, One Hotel West Hollywood. It's in the
baka
hotel.
nasa Las Vegas siya.
Ay.
Putik.
Ito pala. Yan, di pala kita. Anyway, that's all there is.
Sayang, oh.
It's a bit-
Magandang pag-usapan yung diet ni Will, oh. Sobrang hirap nung ginagawa niyan. Omad yan. 1
Maybe
meal
Will
per
wants
day.
to go. Maybe Will should come on our podcast.
Yeah.
Let's see if Will
Yeah,
wants
she
to come
should.
Is Will back in
It's,
the Philippines? I want to.
No. The guy is doing podcast, so he's in the alley of doing this. If he is up there, let's go. Let's
Right, he
go.
might want to
Rapid
come
tool
and
for
get-
him.
The 29 people watching might.
So there.
Be like, Will, do you want 29 new viewers? All right, cool guys. I'm gonna go. I'll see you. I'll see
Okay,
you
okay.
soon. All right. see you.
All right, paalam. This is Tambay-Cast. Live on Mondays. Next week ulit, guys. Paalam.
Bye-bye.
Oops.
Are we off?
No.
Are we off?